everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're going to be playing with the final palette that came in the set that I bought at Christmas from ABH. And it is the Norvina Collection Volume 1. This is what it looks like. These are not new by no means. These were released like 2-3 years ago probably. And that's what this one looks like. I would say for my own personal reasons, if I had to buy one of them, it would be this one because it's pink and purple. And it kind of reminds me of her own palette, the ABH Norvina palette. But yet, this one's more like amped up. You know what I mean? If I had to choose one. Now, not to say the other two are any less better than this one because they are all the same great quality, to be honest with you. They're all very good quality. It would just be color story is all that's based upon. With that said, I'm not so sure that these palettes are made for just regular ordinary people either that are doing makeup. I think that you really want these palettes to do like Instagram makeup or outside of the box makeup. Maybe not like your everyday makeup. Could you get everyday looks? Absolutely. Would I wear this every day? Absolutely. But at the same time, not really. This is more, well, let's get started. The first shade we're going to go to is this A5, which is this bright pink. And oh my goodness, do I love this shade. But anyway, I like this look. I love this look, to be honest. I think the look came out really, really good. And I love that it matches my outfit. I'm not going to even lie on that one, you know. But I also know me. And when it comes to an everyday look, I want something quick, easy, compact, small. Not too small, but small enough, you know. Just to throw something on. With this palette, it could be done, yes, but there's a lot of colors in it. And generally with myself, A, it takes me a while to choose my colors. And B, when I see so many colors, it makes me just want to do a colorful look, you know? But again, that's just me. Somebody else, this could be their everyday palette, I suppose. And then you have the price point also that you have to take into effect here at $60 a pop. Now, I did not pay that, and generally if I was going to tell you to get these, I would definitely wait for a deal because there's sales all the time. And since these are not new, they've been around a while, I believe they're going to stick around. The other kind of people I think this would be for is makeup artists themselves. So definitely more of like an artsy person would just be my guess anyway. And again, not saying that like I am not a makeup artist. I do not know what I'm doing, but yet I own them, and that's true. But it's not necessarily something I need. Yes, I own them, but I did not need them. But when I get into the mood, and I think that's just it because I'm not a makeup artist. Like if I'm going to get in the mood for color, I kind of don't want to pay $60 for a palette. I'd rather pay ColourPop prices, you know? And I feel like the lighting is really off today for some reason. It could just be me. Because, like, what I'm seeing is not what I'm seeing. Or what I'm seeing is not what you're seeing. Because, like, right now I feel really shiny, but yet in the mirror, not so much. I mean, I don't mind the glow. But I actually pulled out a bunch of old products to do this look today. And it reminded me on how much I truly love my older products. And it reminded me that things just aren't in business anymore. And that kind of sucks. And it kind of makes me wonder why. Considering the products are just as good as any other company. Yet, certain ones are going out of business. Makes no sense. There's like no rhyme or reason, I guess, really. But look at that. Like that shade just is vibrant and bright. And it can build to that electric pink. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to build it that bright. But it can be built to that brightness for sure. Okay. Then we're going to go into this shade E4. And it's like an electric orange. And like these shades are so bright and pigmented. It's crazy, you all. But I really like them. And they're bright, but not, and pigmented, but not in like a scary way, to me anyway. But that's the other thing. Everybody thinks different colors are scarier than others, too. Like me, I am more afraid of blues and greens. And some people are more scared of purple and pinks or something, you know, or orange and red. We're all just so different, which is so cool that it's really hard to say what products are good, you know? I mean, for me, I have no experience. I'm not a makeup artist. I only put makeup on myself. And I find these palettes to be very good. But to a makeup artist, I don't know what they would say about it. To an experienced, you know, makeup lover, I don't know what they would think about it. All I can tell you is what I think about it. And I think that they're all these shades are very pigmented in every palette. We're going to go into B4. They're very pigmented, yet they're very blendable. And buildable. I would say definitely start slow when it comes to these palettes because you can always add, you can't take away. But at the same time, you know, if you should go in with a heavy hand, it can be blended out. You may have to take a second. And I do think tools make a difference, depending on what you're using too. Can make it easier or harder to blend out, but you know, it's just really up to what you're wanting to do and create. When I sit down to do my makeup, I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun, you know? Obviously, I want it to look nice as I can get it to look anyway, but for the most part, it's just to have fun. And I'm realistic. I know I'm not going to come out looking like a supermodel, you know? Or my makeup's not going to come out flawless like if a makeup artist did it. But today I went back and used my Becca products. I had found I don't know if you all remember it, but Becca did a collab with Chloe and her friend Malika, is that how you say it? And it was a palette with like a bronzer and a blush and highlighter. I think it was two blushes. And that's what I used today for bronzer, blush, and highlight. And I actually forgot that I even had anything left to Becca. I actually have a good bit, to be honest with you, but that's beside the point there. But it was nice to reuse it, you know? Okay. I think I got this side built up dark enough. It's hard to tell sometimes, but we'll go with it. Now I'm going to go into the shade B3, and it's really pink. It's like a baby pink almost, but it's so bright. It's just so pretty. It really is so pretty though. Look at that. I'm just putting it on the lid. And I didn't spray it, so if you sprayed it these shades, I will say the metallic shades in this, if you spray them, they are pigmented. Or if you apply it with your finger, you've got something going there. Like, the metallic shades alone are beautiful. And I think that's why I like the palette so much too, because they really are gorgeous. Like, to me, the metallic shades paid for the palette. And I like mattes, and these mattes are good, but I have other mattes that are definitely more my favorite. I'm going to go into E1, which is like a yellow orange or burnt, I don't know. It's just a really pretty orange. Looks like a gold orange almost, but it's really pretty. We're going to put that on the inner portion of the lid. And all I did was pretty much pat it on, push and pat. Or pat and pull. But it's so pretty. I mean, can you see the, like, there's a, like, the difference in the two shades? And I think with the pink and the orange, they look good together. And I just went back and forth with them, really. Yeah. I think it looks good like that. It looks pretty well blended anyway. Then I went into A1, which is like a lavender shade. And this is more of a satin. And I'm going to put it in my inner corner. And I do like that there's a matte white in this palette, just in case you wanted to go with a matte inner corner. And that white's pretty pigmented too. I don't think I should have used the shade that I did for my waterline, but I used the ColourPop Loverboy for my waterline. Probably should have went with a different color, but you know, once it's done, it's done. So I just went with it at that point. But I think overall it still looked pretty good. Then I took this shade that I used on the outer corner, the B4, and lined my upper and lower lash line with it. And kept it really close to the lash line. And of course I use my favorite Refer brush for that one. think that, oh no, did you all see what I just did? I just put that all over my cheek. I didn't mean to do that. I'll have to try to fix that. I tell you, I've had a time doing this look. A, because I have my granddaughter here, and I wasn't expecting that. But she's so proud of herself because she's using the potty now. And don't get me wrong, I'm proud of her too for that one. Alright. And then I'm going to go back into that E4 that I used on the lower lash line, because I don't want to lose that bright orange shade. Just because it brings my shirt into my look. And we all know I have to match. Now to try to figure out how to get that purple off my cheek. It'll be interesting. Oh, well, that was easy. I wasn't expecting that. Interesting. Just take my blush brush now. Okay. Anyway, this is the Becca and Chloe thing I was talking about, that BFF collection they did. And it is hard to open though. But I used the bronzer and then this blush here and then that highlighter for my cheeks today. And I really like the way that turned out. And it kind of reminds me of the Hourglass formula. And that's what I mean. It's like Becca went out of business, but yet they had formulas like this. Just like Hourglass, yes. Yet Hourglass is still a business. Like, just don't make sense. No rhyme or reason. I mean, I get it. It's choices, business choices, you know. Some bad business choices were probably made, but it just sucks because, like, I really liked Becca's products. Not to say I don't like, I mean, I like Hourglass too. But, you know, I'm going to curl my lashes. And then for top lashes, I'm going to use my YSL. I know, I've been using it a lot. Because I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I really thought I liked it a lot. But then I'm like, I don't know, do I? And that sucks considering I bought a 2-pack of it, you know? But that's not a good thing to think about. Because here I am, you know, oh, I love it, I love it. And then it's like, do I though? And I have 2 of them to go through? That could be a problem. I mean, I guess I could sell the one and just use this one up and then be done, but I don't know. It's like the sample I had, I loved. And then certain times I'll do my lashes and I'm like, yes, now that's a lash for you, you know? And then other times I'm like, what is going on? Why are my lashes looking bad? But then I'm like, oh, they're looking bad because they're my lashes. That's why. Has nothing to do with the mascara. Which could be true. Because I do have, you know, short lashes. And not many of them, even though I've been using a serum. And then for the bottom lashes, I'm going in with the Pat McGrath. I know. But when else am I going to use these colorful, you know, Pink Mystique? I'm never going to be able to use these colorful mascaras if I don't use them on looks like this, because when else am I? You know, I'm not going to put on a neutral eye look and then pop on a pink mascara, although I could. Wonder what that would look like, though. I get enough looks, though. Although I don't think, you know, I care about that really, but sometimes I do. I'm not going to lie, sometimes I do. But we're going to put the pink on the bottom lashes here. And I just like to put it on the bottom lashes because, like, I think on the top ones, it just sort of like blends in. Like, there's no purpose in that, you know? You don't even see it really because it just blends in with my eyelid. Even though technically it just blends in down here too. In person, you can see the difference a little bit, though. I will say that. And the mascara itself is nice, you know. The colors are definitely vibrant, and you can see the different color. Like, you can tell that's pink or blue or aqua or whatever. So I do think it's a nice mascara as far as like color wise. Like, you're going to see whatever color you put there. But I like it with the black and the color on the bottom personally. But that is all I have for you today. Oh, and I used this here too. Last First Kiss by Jacqueline. I had a lip gloss on, and then I put this on top of it, and it kind of, well, it made it wearable for me. Although these aren't like a liquid lip, but it also like thinned it out in a sense. I don't know. It just made it, and it made the color look really pretty too. When before it wasn't like my favorite color, but I feel like I can wear it like this, you know. So what else did I do? I used that for my face, lips I did, eyes, mascara, highlighter. I think that's it. Oh, foundation. That I found my It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation and Skincare. I like this foundation. I like my overall look to the face today. So overall, I'd say this is a good makeup day. I feel comfortable. I feel confident. I feel pretty. I feel pretty. But again, I knew that going into this because that's a color story I can get on board with. And I really feel like that's the key with palettes. You have to be able to express yourself using the palette and yet feel comfortable. Pinks and purples, oranges, not so much yellow, but I could do a yellow if I had to. Brown, nudes, those shades of course. Blues and greens though, not typically my color story. But this is definitely it, and I'm okay to rock this all day, to be honest with you. I'm all for it. So that's all I have. I hope this video helped in some way, or at least entertained you somewhat. If it did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all, that way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday, unless there's a lot of new releases or something. I overall I am glad I bought these in the sense that A, it finished my collection, B, I got a very good deal on them, and C, the quality is there. Now, will I get the use out of them? Maybe versus the price that I paid. If I pay full price for them all, no, absolutely not, because I won't go into them that often. But I have been going through my collection, and I've realized that there's certain brands I'm just going to let go of. And not because I'm not like ever going to buy from them again, because that's not the case. Because no matter what, there's people behind these brands that need jobs, you know, and Morphe's like one of them that's, you know, closing all the doors and letting all these people go. But at the same time, the quality hasn't been there for me for Morphe, so it's like, do I really need these palettes anymore? You can't even buy them. So I maybe letting my granddaughter go through them and just letting her have them. I really don't know what I'm going to do with all these palettes, but like there's that. I have a bunch from like Zoeva, and I don't even know if that brand's around. I mean, I got Becca. I mean, there's just a lot of brands like BH Cosmetics. Um, what's the other one? Makeup Revolution. That's another one that I'm just like, I don't use these palettes. When I think of something now, BH I do. I do like BH. But like Makeup Revolution and all them, I've never even played with these palettes, and some of them are collabs and everything else, like with Makeup Revolution. And I really should play with them before I get rid of them, but at the same time, I'm like, I have so much that what is really the point? But then I'm like, but what if it's good? What if it's good and you're missing out? But I'm like, Natasha Denona is good. I'm good. Pat McGrath's good. I'm good. You know, ABH is good. I'm good. I don't need these things. But then I'm like, so I ain't for sure yet what exactly I'm going to do with that. And because they're all like drugstore, I may just let my granddaughter have them all. She may be in heaven by the time I'm done cleaning out my collection. That's if her mother doesn't take them before she gets them, though. But that's all I have. I'll let y'all go. I'm done rambling. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.